ass. Now you need help. He ain't gonna fucking help you.
Yep. He's been very deceptive.
Well, we're in the book where it says the so-called white man would help them for a period of time.
Yeah, that's the dragon. That's the dragon. But that's white. That ain't the white man. No, that's the spiritual demon Satan.
Revelation
Okay,
12.
all right. Okay, you keep believing that, man. You keep believing that shit. Go ahead.
It says, for the devil has come down onto you.
And that's Esau.
Yep.
And where's the proof of that? Can you give me a word where it speaks about the devil or Lucifer and man pretty much in the same sentence?
Oh yeah.
Isaiah 14.
Isaiah
That's right.
14.
That's it.
Yeah,
Lucifer.
Isaiah. Yeah. Is this the man?
Yep.
Yeah.
That make
Well, once again, they
and
don't
then shake
understand the
kingdoms.
meaning of words. They see Lucifer, they're thinking of the I'm the prince of darkness with the cape and the fire and the pitchfork and the whole nine, you know?
That's
Trident,
like
yeah.
The trident, yeah.
that's like
The
Greek
Jake doesn't know
mythology.
anything about these scriptures, man. They don't know nothing
Salen
about
de
these
Guatemala
scriptures.
para ir a Guatapeo.
Go ahead.
It says,
It's fun.
for the devil has come down onto
From
you.
Mexico.
The white man, Esau. Go ahead.
Get it, Guatemala.
Having great wrath.
Having great anger. Go ahead.
Because he knoweth that he had but a short time.
So what
Short
did that
time for what?
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute, man. Wait a minute now.
Yeah.
For he knoweth. He knoweth. That's
Yeah.
the key word, brother.
He know, yeah.
Forget about the short time. He knoweth
Right.
that he had but a short time. Meaning
Right.
what?
Short
Who
time for
knows?
what? Yeah.
Does Trump know? No, Trump don't know nothing. He's a big dummy, man.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
The elite.
They know.
The elite know.
They know.
They know the scriptures, man.
They know.
They know who the prophets are.
Yeah.
They can probably point and say, well, that's Tahar, he's this guy. They
Yeah,
probably know all that.
They probably
man.
know, yeah.
You know?
They know Yahweh
Tahar is
Shai.
that guy.
Yeah. They know Yahweh Shai is coming back in a so-called UFO, so-called chariot.
With the all the angels.
Yeah, with the angels, and they know
Uh-huh.
exactly when he comes back what he's
Yep,
going to do.
yep.
He's going to take away that kingdom. They know.
They know that everything that we've been saying for
Oh,
years
yeah.
is a truth.
Yeah. Because, in that movie, right, War of the Worlds in the 50s, why they show a scene with a priest walk into, they're supposed to be little green men from Mars, right? Why is the priest walking to with the Bible, with the cross, and he's walking to the, yea, though I walk through. Why is it, come on, man.
And first of all, Esau, when you call on your God, call on Quas, man.
Yeah.
You know, grab up Barry Manilow, man.
And in the same movie, by the way, when you get that movie, there's a scene where they run, first of all, they run into the church for
And
sanctuary.
there's an icon.
Yeah, there's an icon of the Lord, and it looks like a straight-up so-called Negro man.
And
It's
that
in the
was back
movie.
in the 50s, man.
Now why?
That was back in the 50s.
And that
man.
was, come on, man.
Oh, the original one.
Yeah, the original one. That's coincidence, right?
Yep.
And they ran into a church. Now, mind you, now check this out. The aliens, they're marching across the land, right? They're destroying everything except the churches. That's why they ran into the church for protection. You gonna tell me Esau don't know?
Esau knows. Go ahead, read on.
It says, verse 13, and when the dragon saw that he was cast onto the earth, he persecuted the woman which brought forth the man-child. And
Yeah, the woman is, Israel.
The man-child is Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
And if you're breaking it, if an Israelite out there group is breaking it that different than that, then you don't know the scriptures at all.
That's right.
Go ahead.
it says, and to the woman were given two
The
wings.
women represent Israel. Go ahead.
Were given two wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished for a times, and half a time.
And that's
It
talking
is.
about here in America.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
You would never for a certain amount of time. So there's going to become a time where
It's up.
this devil is going to pull back.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm tired of taking care of you black bitches.
That's it. Go ahead.
From the face of the serpent. And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a
Well,
flood.
here you got simple ass bird brain Negroes in the churches thinking it's an actual serpent.
Right.
They don't even go to church. I call them insane asylums.
Yeah,
Don't even go in there, man.
You're right. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, if you go into one of them churches, especially a black church,
Right.
'cause that's the stupidest place that you can go to, man. A bunch of total retards is up in there, man.
That's why Esau takes care of the nigga woman the way he does. Goes back to that old serpent. Goes back to the garden when they made that pact together.
Right.
Because they both have the same spirit. The so-called black man, the so-called black woman and the so-called white man, they have basically the same spirit. They're both partners in crime. And by the way, they're the same two that took down the so-called black man. The so-called black woman and the so-called white man.
White Edomite. Red
Them
man.
two. Partners in crime.
Let's say, go ahead.
And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood.
Then that flood represent when they had the armies during the period of 70 AD, and they're gonna do it again. Martial law.
Yeah.
That's a flood. Martial law, man.
Yeah.
Go
Oh, and
ahead.
the enemy, what is that, Isaiah?
It says,
Yeah, 50.
it says, and the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood which the dragon cast out of his mouth.
Yeah, because they were able to run away from.
Yeah,
from
they fled from Rome. Well, then Yahweh Shai said that. When you see the abomination that maketh desolate sitting in a holy place,
Yep.
then flee ye into the mountains.
Right.
So some of them knew that was coming, man. And that's why the Apostle Paul said, at this present time, he said, this present time we do,
Reserve 7,000. Is that the one?
that's in 1 Corinthians 7, 7th chapter where it says, for this present distress. That's what I said.
Present distress.
Meaning time is short. When he was saying the time is short, he was talking about 70 AD because he knew that 70 AD was coming.
So
1 Corinthians 7.
actually, he actually died just before 70 AD.
Yeah.
So,
Quick precept of the flood, Isaiah 59 and 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him.
right.
So Esau's going to make that move, man.
Hey, you know, it's heavy that just before 70 AD, pretty much I think all the apostles were dead except for the Apostle John.
Yeah.
check
And the
that.
reason why he didn't die because
Yep.
the Most High preserved him,
For the
meaning
Revelation.
Most High
Right.
has the issues over death.
Yeah.
Because they could have killed John,
Yeah.
but the Most High preserved him so he can get the
Revelation.
get those the revelations
Yep.
to give to the 7 churches of Asia Minor.
Yeah,
Check
that's
that out.
heavy. Hey, because the scriptures say that in Isaiah 57, that the righteous are taken away from the troubles to come. Because that was a vicious time, man, in Jerusalem when that whole thing went down.
And it's going to be repeated again.
Yep.
A quick precept, Psalm 124 and 1. If it had not been the Lord who was on our side, now may Israel say, if it had not been the Lord who was on our side, when men rose up against us, then had they swallowed us up quick, when their wrath was kindled against us. Then the waters had, because you read in Revelation 12, the devil coming down with what? Great wrath, right?
Yeah.
Knowing he have a short time. So back in Psalm 124, if it had not been the Lord who was on our side when men rose up against us, then they had swallowed us up quick when their wrath was kindled against us. Then the waters had overwhelmed us. The stream had gone over our soul. Then the proud waters had gone over our soul.
Proud waters of Esau.
Yeah. Blessed be the Lord who have not given us as a prey to their teeth.
That's right.
And that's
why we're here to this day.
Yeah.
And Esau knows you can't destroy us.
yeah.
All right? He knows he can't destroy us because we're the children of the Most High.
Yeah. Our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowlers.
That goes good with Revelation 2 and 10
Yeah.
about the Lord, the devil shall cast some of you into prison.
Yeah, our soul is Revelation 20, Psalm 124 and 7. Our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowlers. So we ain't gonna take that chip. We're gonna get out of that snare. But many of our people are gonna be snared up
Yep.
into taking that chip.
Hey, like when Peter, they were about to kill Peter the next day.
Right.
And the angel came and delivered him out of the prison.
Yep.
You know?
That's right. That's right.
You know, that's an example of that.
Our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowlers. The snare is broken and we are escaped. Our help is in the name of the Lord,
The name.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai.
Khan,
That's right.
who made heaven and earth.
And like I said earlier, a little earlier, that when they actually push that mark of the beast, a lot of these Israelite groups are going to bug the hell out because they watched our videos and came up against us and followed other teachers. They're going to look for answers. They're going to get nervous. They're not going to know whether to take the chip or not take the chip, whether GMS was always right or whether they were wrong. So they're going to bug out, man. They're going to bug out. They're going to realize that their teachers have taught them lies, man. Oh, and the teacher of lies. Habakkuk 2,
Yeah, 2,
2
Molten
and
image.
18, and the teacher
Molten
of
image.
lies. And that's the mother Israelite group.
Yeah,
the
IUIC
mother
is a
alphabet
good
for it.
example.
And a teacher of lies.
Yep.
Matter of fact, go to that.
Habakkuk 2 and
Habakkuk 2 verse 18.
Yeah, they created that molten image. That is
But now,
IUIC.
but there's idols of you telling somebody believe this and believe that.
Yeah.
They believe it like an idol.
Yeah.
They look at their teachers as idols, man.
Well, they look at him as an
Look at
idol.
him as an idol.
That's
He's
why he
great.
dresses the way he does.
Yeah, like he's a great deliverer, and it's going to found out that he's not.
Like that one video where he walked in the Passover,
Oh, man.
and he was wearing that cape, and he was walking, and he had guys following him, filming him as he was walking.
yeah.
Come on, man, that's an idol, man.
That's crazy.
That's an idol.
He knows he fucked up.
Yeah.
He knows he fucked up.
He knows.
This is the second time he fucked up, man.
Yep.
He fucked up like 20 years ago. He getting ready to fuck up again. And that shit fell apart.
You done, my dude. You done, man.
Pride, man. Pride coming before destruction, the fall.
Humpty Dumpty had a great
That's it.
Dumpty
That's
built
it.
a Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. That's
Finished
him,
through.
man.
And
I'm
where we
done.
at?
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 18. It says, what profit the graven image?
And the graven image could be a thing. You can teach somebody that this means that, and this means this, and this means that. That's a graven image. Because they grave it in your mind. You know, they can physically grave it in wood or stone, or they can engrave it in your mind. Go ahead.
It says, what profit the graven image that the maker thereof had graven it, the molten image, and a teacher of lies,
And a teacher of lies. Go ahead.
that the maker of his word trusted therein to make dumb idols. Woe unto him that saith to the wood, wake, to the dumb stone, arise, it shall teach. Oh, it is laid open with gold and silver, and there is no breath at all in the midst of it.
Yeah, because in the Roman Catholic Church, they have all of idols.
I was
But
just
then you
thinking-
have teachers that teach you lies.
Yeah.
They might not show you an actual idol,
Right.
but it says that they're teachers of lies.
Right.
You know?
Like back in the during the time of Serapis, they had the Serapeum. When you go back into history, they had that giant statue. They show you that in the movie Agora,
Agora, yeah.
which all you Jakes should see, man. All you Israelites should see. In the movie the Agora, they had the giant statue of Serapis, and you had many Israelites coming into Serapeum, bowing down before Serapis. It's the same thing today. That's why the scriptures say there's no new thing under the sun. You got it. Whoever.
Last verse, it says, but the Lord Yahweh is in his holy temple, that all the earth keep silence before him.
Yep.
And what we got?
This is Isaiah 56:10. His watchmen are blind, they are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs, they cannot bark, sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber.
Yeah, like the chip. Them guys are supposed to be barking their head off about that chip. But they ain't barking, they
Oh, well, that's
slumber.
why we do 100 plus videos, because we're barking.
We're barking.
Run, 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 run. You know, don't
right.
take it, and you throwing shoes, slippers,
Yeah.
house
Right,
shoes
you
at the
quiet,
door,
yeah.
and there's a fire in the kitchen, and the dog run,
Yeah.
dodging,
Yeah.
run, run, run. Well, what he's roughing about is, don't take the mark of the beast, which is
That's
the
right.
microchip.
That's right.
These guys doing 100 and something videos, man.
Yeah.
On the same subject. Yeah, because we barking at the
barking.
fire in the kitchen, you dumbass.
That's right.
They're getting mad at your dog because the dog keep barking.
Yeah, if the dog barks, and
He's
that's
letting
what
you know something.
the dog is the ultimate alarm clock,
That's
man.
it.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
Alarm and shit, you know?
Oh, they showed you that in the movie Terminator 2. They had the dogs to sniff out the Terminators. The dogs were at the gates. Yeah, you
could
remember
sense
that from the
danger.
movie? Yeah, dogs could sense danger, man.
Yeah.
Hey, a dog, you got a dog, you could be down the street, and the dog's up in the house, and the dog smells you.
Oh yeah.
You could be down 2 blocks away, the dog
Yeah.
smells you, man.
Yep.
You know?
Or like
That's some powerful,
yeah.
Yeah.
you know,
They're like if bad weather's about to come, the dog all of a sudden will
all,
get
all
out.
animals, yeah, all animals react. If there's an
Yeah.
earthquake,
Yeah,
they
can-
know.
they know, yeah.
You know, the owner's looking away, this animal doing,
Bugging out. Yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
come to an earthquake, man.
Yeah. I think they said 20 minutes before the actual event happened or something like that.
Yeah. Dogs start getting up, they're turning their head, they're looking all crazy. Because they sense danger.
And the scripture say, learn Job 8, learn from the animal.
That's right. That's right.
brothers got it.
Verse 11. Yeah, they are greedy dogs, which can never have enough.
They do it for the money.
Yeah.
They do it for the money, man.
Yep.
Somebody get me Titus 1. You can start at the 9th verse.
Yeah, like Nate, he made a statement. He said, when Kenai was busted, he said, ain't no one man gonna sink my thing. Ain't no one man gonna destroy my thing. He clearly said that, man.
An attack on the king's men is an attack on the king himself.
But you know what he's saying? That's his thing. It's not the Most High's thing.
His thing.
That's his thing. And that's why it's going to come to naught.
Serving his own belly.
He's serving his own belly, man.
Okay.
When Kenai, he put Kenai out front, and he just like the Judas goat he is.
He basically threw Kenai under the bus.
Under the bus, like the Judas goat he is. He just stepped to the side. Oh, Kenai, that's all on you, my man. Like you weren't benefiting from the shit Kenai was doing. You motherfucker.
But then at the end of the whole deal,
No, you done
we're
fucked
not
up, right?
perfect. All you got to do is ask for forgiveness.
That's right.
This, that, and the other, and that's it, man.
Too proud. He ain't gonna.
You know?
Too proud. You're the proudest Israelite we ever seen, man.
On the planet.
Go ahead. What we got?
This is Titus 1 verse 15. It says, unto the pure all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving.
What verse you in?
15.
No. I said 9. Titus 1 verse 9.
Right, verse 9. It says, holding fast the faithful word as he hath been taught, that he may be able by sound doctrine,
Sound doctrine. Go ahead.
both to exhort and to convince the gainsayers.
Go ahead.
For there are many unruly and vain talkers and
Yeah,
deceivers.
guys that are in these high teaching positions that are vain and unruly. Go ahead.
It says, and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision,
Go ahead.
whose mouths must be stopped.
Whose mouths must be stopped. And ultimately their mouths are going to be stopped.
God.
Go ahead.
Who subvert whole houses.
Yeah, you going into people's houses, man. You inquiring about their wives, their children, how much money you got. You know? I'm not concerned about what you got in your fucking house.
Right. Yeah. Calling guys
I'm not
the
concerned
pocket.
about your. I'm not concerned about your wife.
Your
What's your
pocket.
wife? A maiden name and all. You got a woman. You deal with your woman.
Right.
Man.
That's right.
That's
You
your
know?
business.
You're not
That's
concerned
your
about a
business.
guy's pocket.
That's it.
Call
That's
a guy
it.
the pocket.
It says, who subvert whole houses, teaching things which they ought not for filthy lucre's sake.
For filthy lucre's sake. Lucre meaning profit.
Profit.
They're really teaching for profit.
Money.
They're telling the congregation to do this to get profit. Go ahead.
It says, one of themselves, even a prophet of their own, said, the Christians are always liars, evil beasts, slow bellies. This witness is true. Wherefore rebuke them sharply, that they may be sound in the faith.
And that's exactly what we're doing. We're getting flack for that.
Yeah.
Oh, you GMS guys, you're troublemakers. You're always talking about another camp. Blah, 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 blah. It says rebuke them sharply, man.
It says, wherefore rebuke them sharply, that they may be sound in the faith.
Yeah, that's why you think we keep barking about the mark of the beast of the chip. We're rebuking you, man. That you might be sound in faith, and you might get it. We're really showing you mercy, man.
Showing you love, yeah.
And look, man, why in the fuck would we, for years, keep saying the mark of the beast is a chip?
Yeah, if it wasn't so.
If it wasn't so, man.
Yeah.
You should stop and use your brain. Use your head for something other than a fucking hat rack, man. A lot of you guys are stupid, man.
That's why the Lord
Look, the
said,
mark of the beast. And we said, look, Daniel Allah, when the brother, what's the brother's name from Mississippi, Karatazar?
Kazak.
Yeah.
And he went on there, and I was watching a
Oh,
live
yeah,
stream, and this guy was teaching about camps. My favorite subject, camps. And he asked him about what do you think about the mark of the beast? And this guy just ignored
lost
it,
it.
man.
Yeah, he lost it.
So what did I do? I make a video. I said all you have to do is say yes, the mark of the beast is the chip.
Yeah.
Because you did it in a music video.
Yeah.
And the reason why you didn't say nothing is why? Because you really don't believe that the mark of the beast is a chip.
Right.
You kind of sort of believe it.
Right.
You know?
And the Lord don't need no kind of sort of believe guy. Either you believe or you believe not. You know? This is like our forefather Abraham when the Lord told him to do
That's a whip it.
when the Lord told him to do what he did with his son. Well, I kind of sort of believe the Lord is gonna. No, Abraham, he had faith.
He's
He
old,
didn't have no
too.
doubt. He said he was going to do it because he knew the Lord was going to take care of
Scripture
it.
say, let your yea be yea and
And
your nay be nay.
yeah.
So all Dunya Allah had to do
Yeah.
was say, yes, the mark of the beast is a chip.
Yeah.
But I'm into something else, but I'll come back to that or I'll do a video on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Month goes by, month and a half goes by, he doesn't even touch the subject, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
that's why I said what I said in the video. I said, look, man, you ain't a man of law. I said,
The little dog.
Got balls.
anyway,
He said, don't let this fucking yellow sweater.
anyway, let's read on.
It says, verse 14, not giving heed to Jewish fables and commandments
Oh,
of
what I said about Danyala, he was like wishy-washy.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
in James 1. Somebody get that.
Oh, yeah.
Double-minded man is unstable. He wavered. He's like wave, man.
Yeah, just to be accepted.
Yep.
Because you got
All he
the-
had to do was say, that's why I said, you ain't a prophet. You might be, if anything, you might be Tacitus.
Historic, right?
You know, you might be Nicodemus, but you ain't no prophet. He ain't deep enough to be Josephus. Even though Josephus was Uncle Tom. He gonna defend King James. First of all, where in the scriptures does it say thou must defend King James?
defend the gospel.
Defend the gospel.
Well,
We
King
ain't worried
James
about
is-
that, man.
King James was already a defender of the gospel. It says that in the King James Bible. Defender of the gospel.
Oh, and King James didn't know that the mark of the beast was a chip. Neither did Calvin. All right?
That's right.
This is James 1 and 8. It says, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
That's it. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, because you
He's
gotta
like
have
a wave, man. He goes with the crowd. If enough camps said that the mark of the beast, you know what I noticed when guys finally see it? When a whole bunch of camps see the same thing, then they see it. You know? They don't want to see it because GMS teaches it.
right, like you always said.
And
Pastor.
that's why we're the only camp that says we got 100% truth. Now, Zariak said they got 100% truth. No, you do not have 100% truth.
That's a joke.
ISUPK does not have 100% truth.
That's a joke. I'm the precept. Oh, okay.
All right, go ahead. Read that,
It
and then
says-
you got your precept.
This is James 1 and I'll start at 5. It says, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High that giveth to all men liberally and upbraideth not.
That's another good thing. You ask, Lord, you know, how about Shemai Shai, open my eyes as to whether GMS is right. You know?
Yeah.
On the market, these chip.
Yeah.
The reason why you don't teach it is because all you teach is what you were taught by the elders over you, and you don't want to acknowledge. For you to say yes, the mark of the beast chip, this means that the Sabbath comes on based on new. The reason why you don't want to acknowledge it, because you would have to say that GMS are men of the Lord.
Yeah.
What they're really doing is saying that we're not men of the Lord.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
You
they
know?
don't believe that.
And then they're teaching that the Most High gave certain things to certain groups. That's fucking bullshit. Where's that in the scriptures?
Right.
Okay.
That's nowhere in the scriptures, man. What does it say in Ephesians? What is that? Ephesians 4?
4, yep.
Around about 11. You can start at 10. Read that real quick.
Ephesians chapter 4, verse 11,
Start at 10.
verse 10. He that descendeth is the same also that ascendeth up far above all heavens, that he might fill all things. And he gave some apostles, and some prophets, and some evangelists, and some pastors and teachers for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Hamashiach Yahushua,
Go ahead.
till we all come in the unity of the faith and in the knowledge of the Son of Yahweh Yahushua,
Go ahead.
unto a perfect man,
Unto a perfect man.
Yeah.
Not this guy's teaching that the mark of the beast is some bullshit, some
Embargo,
Christianity or whatever.
Sleeping
Christianity,
with white
sin.
women.
Yeah, all that nonsense.
That's
you know?
what they say. Sleeping with white women. That's the
That
part.
was Johanna. That's it. Go ahead, read on.
it says, unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of Hamashiach Yahushua.
Well, wait a minute. The Apostle Paul said, is Yahweh Shai divided? You know, he said that. He said when you had those guys, I'm with Apollos, I'm with
So
this
that
guy.
cuts that bullshit that the Most High gave this group that, and the Most High gave that group
How should I
this.
divide it?
Well, wait a minute. If he gave us, he gave us a mark of the beast and microchip,
Yeah.
but he gave them something else.
Yeah.
Then that's division right there.
That's division.
schism.
So, by that rationale,
So now I'm gonna
It
read.
says that
Oh,
we
oh.
henceforth
I was going to make a comment.
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
By that rationale, if Yahushua is not divided, that means he's only dealing with one group. Now I wonder who that group is.
Well, I made a video.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Great millstone.
Yeah, because Yahushua ain't divided, brothers.
Right.
says
I just had to say that.
Go ahead.
14, verse 14, Ephesians chapter 4, verse 14, that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, and carried about with every wind of doctrine.
And that's what a lot of these guys that come on the comic board do. They'll listen to us, then they'll listen to another group. Then when you go to their favorites, they got a couple of GMF videos, then they got a couple of IUIC videos, they got a couple of this video, a couple of that video. You know? You completely confused at the end of the day. Go ahead.
By the sleight of men
By the sleight of men. Go ahead.
and cunning craftiness,
And cunning craftiness. Go ahead.
whereby they lie in wait to deceive.
And that's what them guys are actually doing, deceiving, man. When you teach that the mark of the beast is an embargo of Christianity and sleeping with white women, that's deception right there.
Division.
And the ones that follow them are simple. The scripture say the simple believeth every word.
Stupid.
Go ahead.
But speaking the truth in love may grow up into him in all things, which is the head, even Hamashiach Yahushai, from whom the whole body fitly joined together.
What? Of whom the whole body
Fitly
fitly
joined
joined together. You know what that means?
Fitly.
If you take, let's say you make a house, right? And you don't line the bricks up right.
Yeah.
And you some Marty you put over here. What's gonna happen?
It's gonna fall
when it
apart.
rains, it's gonna leak.
Yeah.
Oh, when the roof is made, how's the roof made? It's overlapped.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, it's overlapped. So when the rain comes, one overlaps the other,
Yep.
Yeah.
and the other one overlaps that.
The water
one.
just
Water rolls
So
down.
the
the-
water roll, and the roof is built this way,
right.
so the water can go like this,
Roll down, yeah.
not crash down on the flat surface.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, if you and you take the shingles and you put them backwards, the water's gonna go behind the shingle and right in, and it's gonna leak.
That's it. That's it.
You know?
Stuff.
So you gotta place them this way.
Yep.
You gotta place them like that.
Yeah.
You know.
So it's
up.
continuous.
Yeah.
So it's continuous, man.
Yeah,
So that's fitly
Yep. Joined.
fitly framed together. You know.
Yep.
Yeah, they have a saying in carpentry, think like water. Because water will get anywhere, man. You can't stop water.
Yeah, but if it's fitly
Yeah.
Joined.
constructed, it's not
Yeah.
gonna leak.
No, it's not going to leak.
All
No.
right. So if all of us, if the Most High gave us all these different doctrines here and there, then we're not compacted, man.
No. And if the body is divided, then you have a sickly body.
Right.
You know, like if you got gangrene in your leg, that ain't part of the body. You got to get rid of that. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Most High, there's no scripture where the Most High dealing with a group over here, of Israelites over here, then he's dealing with another group over there.
Nah, no.
But they're teaching different doctrines.
How is
How
that
the
not
hell is the
divided?
Most High dealing with two different groups that teach different goddamn things, man?
The Lord's not the author of confusion.
And
Unfucking believable, man.
And then you can't. How are you gonna perfect the saints? And if what you're doing is not perfect,
And them other groups ain't perfect, man.
right?
And he definitely ain't dealing with a group with Christ in that title. Come on, that's a big red flag right there.
The white man says Christ. Why would I say what the fucking white man says?
Exactly. We grew up all our lives saying Christ. Did it help us? Till we came in the truth, then we learned the name of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, man. But you still call him Christ. You got Christ in your title. Oh, well, we got to have that for tax purposes. What?
That's crazy.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Well, what else is you got to do?
Exactly.
Hey, the Lord
games,
said, render
man.
unto Caesar what is Caesar, and unto the Most High what's the Most High.
Right. That's right.
Yeah,
You gonna call that name to appease the so-called fucking white man?
exactly.
Because you're making a covenant with them.
Then you got a group, GOCC, they got Christ in their name. And they got the name of the Most High, or higher, Barasham Yeshaya.
Yep.
Right? And then they teach Edomites to make.
What was that?
I wanted you to finish reading what you read, and you can read the precept. Go ahead.
Back in Ephesians chapter 4, verse 16, from whom the whole body fitly joined together and compacted by that which every joint supplieth, according to the effectual working in the measure of every part, maketh increase of the body unto the edifying of itself in love.
That's plain. That's all we got to read. What else we got?
This is Colossians 2 and 6. It says, as ye have therefore received Yahushua the Lord, so walk ye in him, rooted and built up in him, and established in the faith, as ye have been taught, abounding therein with thanksgiving.
Yeah, because you know what? This guy is about made a statement about the elders over there. Well, guess what? I'm an elder over you, brother. I came in this thing before you came into this thing.
That's right.
Okay, and that's pride making you do that. But that's all right, man. You keep teaching that bullshit, man.
He is pride. Pride.
Yep,
He is proud.
Yep.
That dude is proud.
It said IUIC. Somebody said IUIC is IUIC changing the new moon back to its original doctrine. They finished.
They changed it back?
They're changing it back.
Well, then they all over that.
A double-minded man.
What do you mean they
Double-minded man is
Metal
unstable
knot.
on his way. Metal knot with one that is given a change, man.
yeah.
Well,
So
they-
the Most High is fucking this shit up, man.
Yeah.
They teach one thing, and certain guys left when
Yeah.
they taught it. Now they coming back to the old thing that they're teaching.
Yeah.
The Most High is not dealing. That's clear. That's clear that the Most High is not dealing with it, man.
Well, Nate is Mr. Change. You saw the video of him teaching the Hebrew, right? And then what? Fast forward 20 years later, you know, come on, man. That dude, all he does is change. I got a quick precept.
And
if
you
I
know
may.
what, man? The ones of you that want to follow that guy, you
Go ahead and
go
follow
right
him.
ahead and follow him. man.
Please. The book of
When
Exodus
they reach the precipice of hell, you jump down in fucking hell with them.
with the hounds of hell.
Yeah.
Apostle with the hounds of
The hounds
the hounds of
Yeah,
hell.
hounds of hell.
Exodus 23 and 13. And in all things that I have said unto you, be circumspect, and make no mention of the name of other gods. Now that's a law. They're always talking about the law. It says, make no mention of the name of other gods, neither let it be heard out of thy mouth. So come on, man. Christ is another God. And we brought out the history on that, where Christ goes back to. Well, like we said, you want to follow that guy, go ahead and follow him, man. That's it. That's all right.
This
Oh,
is,
give me Hebrews, what is that? Hebrews 5 and 12.
Oh yeah. A child left to itself becomes self-willed.
I see what the Apostle Paul said when he said, I cease not to warn you for 3 years with tears. That's the Apostle Paul, man. He kept warning them guys and
Well, he
warning them
said they
guys.
shall bring in wolves,
Yeah.
sparing not the flock.
Yeah.
Because the flock are innocent. They don't know what's going on
Right.
Yeah.
until they're taught. So if you made a decision to get with IUIC or ISUPK or Zabak or GOCC, you got to deal with the consequences, man.
Yeah.
What are you going to do when they start telling you got to get the chip?
Yeah.
Huh? What are you going to do? Like I said, there's going to be a lot of scrambling going on, man.
Yeah.
And then you're going to come to us and we're going to have that hand up.
Yep.
to be able to